Blame Truth here, and let's just get right on in to the meat and potatoes, because I got a lot I want to get off my chest. Okay? Where do I even start, man? Where do I even begin? I I just can't believe the stuff I have to share with you today. Okay? Before I even get into like the big things, let's just cover this. And if you're not sitting down, you may want to take a seat, because this is something that would make a grown man faint. All right, I'm just gonna give you a second. I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna just be quiet. Get ready. Prepare yourself. Okay, are you done? Take a look at this. Now this could be a troll, but take a look at this. Ghost of Hope, which I tend to trust, says Piccadilly. I haven't said that in a while. From Modern Warfare 2019 will be added to Black Ops 6 with Season 3. Source, Charlie Intel. Now, he could be memeing here. He could be joking. It comes across like a joke, because who in their right fucking mind would ever ask for this horrific map to come back? I mean, I can't even fathom that this map exists in my particular timeline. If this were a science fiction novel, this map would be the main antagonist to literally this timeline that we're in. What a fucking shit show. I recall that in Modern Warfare 2019, the operators would shout locations of people whenever they would die to them or see someone next to a certain location. And this map, which is filled to the brim with buses, the operators would just be in constant chatter saying, "Enemy by the bus. Enemy by the bus. Motherfucker! Which bus?" Like, I don't understand why. I mean, okay. Let me calm down. It's probably a joke. I can't believe this map is a thing. I made like 4 videos on this map because it's so bad. And yet somehow it's not that far off from the quality of maps we have in Black Ops 6 here. So we all know Warzone 3, 4, whatever the hell they want to call it. Warzone 2019 remastered Electric Boogaloo. It's Dorban time again. Whatever they want to call it is coming back. I don't really care about that. We will cover that, but I kind of want to cover the thing I'm known for, the bread and butter, Black Ops 6 and its horrendous multiplayer. Season 3 of Black Ops 6 will be dropping early on April 2nd with a 24-hour free trial. Free trials. These have historically never gone over well, and everyone and their mother cheats. But anyway, during that time, Warzone will go offline in preparation for the launch of Verdansk on April 3rd. Anyone who opens the Call of Duty Warzone game menu during that time will receive the Kilo 141 for free. They're literally giving you what is the equivalent of an Xbox achievement for just opening the game. Like, you pop the disc in the old days, and it just says, achievement unlocked. You played the game, and it looks good for our shareholders. They're going to tout that so many people played during the month of April. That's what they're going to do. They're doing this literally so you sign in, get the free weapon, and then like don't touch the game, and they're going to tout this to their shareholders. We had more players than ever before. Motherfucker, you are literally giving people free stuff for opening the game. You are also doing a free-to-play thing. Like, can no one else see this? I get that it's a smart business decision, but everything they tout to the people buying stock in Activision is malarkey. It's skewed to the point where we don't even have the real data unless we consult Steam charts. And boy, oh boy, if we consult Steam charts, which by the way, I need to reiterate this every single time I cover it, it represents about 15 to 20% of the entire player base. It's not a small chunk, and we did the math to find that out. But if we actually check out the player numbers, oh, I mean, good God, man. It's like nothing's even coming out. People are still dipping out. We're like less than a week away, and people are still putting the game down. They're not even practicing for Warzone or whatever, or the new season of Black Ops 6. I mean, people are still leaving. We're somehow still losing players on what is considered one of the biggest drops in Call of Duty history here. I mean, if you really think about it, this is one of the biggest things they've ever done. I don't know what to tell you guys other than it's not looking good. I mean, they haven't really addressed any of the core issues, and we're going to get into that in a second, trust me, but I kind of just want to ADHD my way through this because there's so much to cover. So, firing range is coming back. I mean, I just say this, okay? This has been in 3 mainline Treyarch Call of Duty games now, this being the 4th, as well as COD Online and COD Mobile. How many times can they keep recycling shit from 10 to 15 years ago? How have they not made a new classic quality map like this one in over a decade? Are these old map designers that made these classic, amazing maps getting paid royalties? Because if they're not, they should be. I mean, how many times are we going to recycle these banger maps from Black Ops 1? I love Firing Range, don't get me wrong. I love Summit, don't get me wrong. But the fact of the matter is since Firing Range's inception, it's been in every Treyarch title after that, aside from 2 of them. And then it's also been in other games that you know, aren't mainline games. And I think there's even another one I'm missing there. I got this off Wikipedia, but someone said it was in a Black Ops Declassified game or something like that. Regardless, the map, I mean, it's a good map, but it doesn't save or change anything. Like, how can we get it through these people's thick skulls that it's not the content? The content does not matter. The maps don't really matter. We just want a good core game with good core features and new innovative stuff that doesn't suck. It's not rocket science. Stick with the things that work, get rid of the things that don't work, and there are a lot of things that don't work, and then drop us old classic maps if you want as a cherry on top. They're making the cherry on top the entire dessert. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Please, someone. I mean, I get it. Some people are excited about this. I'm not one of them. I'm not going to check out the game again because of one map. I'm not. Like, this is like, what, the 3rd good map in the entire game at this point? I have no desire to touch it. I mean, they're banking off of Nuketown, Hacienda, and Firing Range in 2025 because these dumbass devs who probably made these maps with AI, let's be honest, can't make a good map to save their life anymore. That's the state of the game. Or they purposely made them bad to sell you better maps in next year's title or something. And by next year, I mean this year. Regardless. Yeah, so that's happening. Now, let's show some vindication. And this isn't a technical new thing, but I do want to just say that I was right. When Modern Warfare 3 came out, 2023, okay? There was a bunch of rumors that there were AI bots in the multiplayer. And I did my investigations, and I found some weird stuff too, just randomly. Found some really weird players that seemed like bots. Like, they seem like bots. And this rumor lasted several months, and then it kind of just stopped. And then we haven't heard too much about it, maybe a little bit in Black Ops 6. But the weird thing is that this rumor really took off with Modern Warfare 3. And I said, if these are AI bots in multiplayer, they're being put there without our knowledge to be tested, to be released officially in a future mode or whatever. And lo and behold, they've done it. They've done it in Warzone. Now, from my understanding, I don't play Warzone, but they released the boot camp mode for Warzone, which has like bots as well. And that, I think, was in April 2024, many months after I initially covered the AI bot thing in Modern Warfare 3 when that game released in November 2023. But they've added a new mode, which is essentially the same thing, but with more bots. It's clear as day they have been testing these in the multiplayer, and I swear to you, I would put money on me being exactly right when I covered this whole fiasco back in the day. Check this out. Warzone is adding a new Battle Royale casual mode that has 28 real players and up to 120 bots with the launch of Verdansk. I mean, I called it. I called it verbatim. And the fact that people at the time called me a conspiracy theorist or called me, somebody trying to stretch the truth for views or whatever, they debunked me. Yeah, these COD content creators acting like they're on Ghost Hunters or something. Man, like, take your debunking, shove it straight up your ass. All right? Because I was right. Bots were most likely being tested on us in Modern Warfare 3, just like they tested turning SBMM off or tweaking it or whatever to get their precious data for their 48,000 page white paper that's as thick as a damn Bible. I mean, I was right. Look, it's right here. And we're probably going to see something like this in multiplayer as well. Instead of taking out SBMM, EOMM, whatever you want to call it, they're most likely going to put some stupid mode in for like really bad casual players to play bots or something. Or they're going to just put bots in there without our consent again, and we're just going to have to figure it out ourselves, just like we figured out the whole AI debacle thing. But the kicker here, the main thing I want to cover, the creme de la creme, and that is French for good ass cream, according to my Duolingo. Maybe it needs an update. I don't know. Either way, this is the main thing I want to cover here. Do you guys recall when I said that Call of Duty might be getting canceled this year? If Warzone doesn't set the world on fire with this update, and I don't think it will, there's a potential that they just can it, or they stop support for it altogether. I also predicted that they were probably going to do something drastic with Black Ops 7 coming out this year because of GTA 6 and the fact that they're bleeding players and not doing well. Because the only thing Activision likes more than making money is sucking their own dick. They're narcissists, straight up. They love touting their successes. There's a good chance that something comes into play that knocks out Black Ops 7. And when I said that, I didn't expect to get confirmation this quick. But check this out, because guess what, viewer? My lovely viewer, I was right. Again. Look at this. At least 3 major publishers are ready to delay games just to avoid GTA 6 this year. And Ghost of Hope, a prominent leaker in the community, says Call of Duty is so obviously one of these. I'm not sure if this is an assumption on his part or if he has some insider information. I would bet on the latter, and I could DM the guy and be like, hey, is the Piccadilly thing true? Hey, is this true? But he's got a lot on his plate right now. I don't want to bug him. I'm just going to say that if this, leaker with insider information on Call of Duty is covering this stuff and saying what's going to happen, it's probably going to happen. And I'm kind of sick of being right at this point. If they do something, if they do something, as it pertains to Black Ops 7's release getting delayed, maybe until the new year, or maybe even being released way early, I mean, they might even bundle it with some kind of Black Ops 2 remaster. Who knows what they're going to do, but they are desperate and they are panicking. And I covered this in my last video. No one is buying their bullshit anymore. It feels good to finally have like the majority of everyone that plays this franchise on my side now. It's just a shame that it's too little too late. I've been calling this stuff way before it was popular, is all I'm going to say. And I mean, if you don't believe me, let's check out this Verdansk stuff, okay? So the number one thing people are upset about with Warzone right now is the cheaters. That should be the focal point. Absolutely nothing else. Like, that should be the focal point for launching Verdansk. The map can look pretty. You can bring back floating loot or whatever. You can bring back quality of life features and vertical menus. How sad is it that that's something we're celebrating, by the way? Bringing back, like, vertical menus and stuff. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. Stockholm Syndrome all the way. But, you know, you can tout all that, but none of that matters if the core game sucks. If it's buggy, if Omni movement feels clunky, if the tweaked Omni movement they're doing feels terrible, if everything just doesn't work, if the cheating is worse than ever, and I predict it probably will be, then none of this matters. And players are going to continue to leave in droves, okay? But instead of like saying, hey, we're knocking this cheater issue out and hey, we're really getting to the bottom of these bugs before the update comes out, instead of having you guys be unpaid beta testers, that would get people excited. If they also said, hey, we're tweaking SBMM and, you know, if you're having a hard time, just join this Call of Duty Bootcamp casual mode with a bunch of bots or whatever, you know, and then make regular Warzone less strict. You know, I don't know. But either way, people aren't buying this stuff anymore. On the Call of Duty official YouTube channel, and this is funny, I actually ratioed Call of Duty on Twitter, which is, I think, the first time this has happened, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But if we go to the Call of Duty YouTube channel, they're releasing these really cringy, like, remember Verdansk trailers with these people that they're either content creators that I have never fucking heard of in my life, or they're celebrities, which I personally have never heard of either because I live under a rock, or they're content creators that I've heard of, but that have been actively hating the game for the past year. So it's quite the shock, and absolutely no one is buying it. Let me just go to the official YouTube channel here, and I'm going to screenshot the live kind of just reactions to this stuff, okay? So Tanash, or Tanashi here. Is that Japanese? I don't know. Nani? Multi-platinum recording artist. That's interesting. She must not be very good because I've never heard of her. Like, personally speaking, I seriously have never heard of her. Right hand to God. Hook me up to a lie detector test. That shit will be flatter than Call of Duty's player peaks on Steam charts. That was pretty good. I just thought of it off the top of my head. I'm pretty proud of myself. Gonna pat myself on the back. Anyway, let's take a look at this. We have 671 likes to 1.6k dislikes. Some of the top comments include, I feel like the word cringe was invented just for this. I'll take things that never happened for $500, Alex. This shit did not happen. I remember when this game was about war, struggling, and honor. So sad. I have no idea who you are, but you should know this is not Call of Duty. I don't believe this for a second. Someone actually posted this broad's gameplay, and I'm not gonna like put it on my video here because I don't want to get copyright struck by any of these weirdos. So just trust me when I say it was some of the worst gameplay I've ever seen. It looked like this broad was playing with the Xbox controller shoved up her coochie or whatever, and she was just kind of like doing squats to move around. It looked embarrassing. It looked like she has never even fathomed a video game before. It was bad. You can look it up if you don't believe me. I'm not going to put it in the video. Just trust me on that one. We got more, though. We got more. Face Swag. Now, I covered him, like, you know, basically crying about the game 3 months ago, and I actually felt sorry for him.
This game, I can't even play it, bro. I can't even play the game.
Just hitting the rocks under, man.
He's hacking, he's hacking. On God. He's one shot. Nice. Bro. No. Without A, getting hacked on, B, if we kill the hackers, they can crash the lobby. What am I even saying? Bro? I mean, this is just genuinely embarrassing, bro. This is embarrassing, man. This is embarrassing.
That was a mistake on my part. It seemed like he was genuinely just super upset about the state of the game, and he probably was, to be fair. But I just want to show you this because this kind of just goes with what I've been saying for a long time. Do not trust any of these content creators. I'm not going to say any of these content creators. I'm going to say pick and choose who you trust, because this man was literally on the verge of tears 3 months ago. Now, again, I can't show you the actual Call of Duty, like, you know, I'm reminiscing of Verdansk or whatever with this ad, but this dude 3 months ago on the verge of tears, and now he's doing a paid ad for Call of Duty. And I covered this on my Twitter, and I actually ratioed the original post from Call of Duty. My Twitter has like 10,000 fucking followers. You know, it's not popular. I don't promote it. I don't care if you follow me or not, to be completely honest with you guys. Do what you want. Don't really give a damn. The point is, though, is that I ratioed this account with like millions of followers because no one buys this stuff anymore. Again, nearly a 50-50 like to dislike ratio. Let's read some of the top comments here. Guys, Swag is not a cheater. He has not heard of a radar hack, and they're memeing him, when he was called out for being a cheater. He forgot to mention he had a VPN on. Activision is more focused on marketing than actually giving their devs enough budget and time. Never even heard of a radar hack. Oh, look, it's a hacker. A multi-million-dollar game choosing to be represented by a hacker. No one is buying this bullshit! No one is buying this anymore. And unless they radically change the core gameplay, and we're going to see this. We're going to see this on the 2nd with Black Ops 6, first and foremost, with that free-to-play day or whatever. If there are cheaters in that, and there are cheaters in Warzone the day after, it's over. Like, I'm serious. It is over. If they don't at least get the cheating thing under control, this game is going to fail so hard with GTA 6. I mean, they're already contemplating, as per the rumors, they're already contemplating delaying it because they are panicking. And quite frankly, it's beautiful. It truly is beautiful. That's, I guess, about it. I guess that's all I want to cover. Hope you guys enjoyed. I had a few kind of pauses in this commentary because YouTube has some new advertiser guidelines. I got to put these weird, awkward pauses in the video, so hopefully that wasn't too distracting. Either way, though, guys, pick yourself up some gamer subs in the video description if you want. Use my code. It would help me out. That's good stuff. Help me be super energetic for this commentary. And if you guys enjoyed this, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, or don't. I don't really give a shit, like I said. Either way, though, I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you on the next one. And I want to nail Phil Spencer to the fucking cross.